There's only one Delaware Park, the greatest one. Delaware Park, tradition lives on, excitement second to none. There's only one Delaware.
In the gate, all set. Away and running. Missing the break was Pam's Palace. Good speed today from Chublin and Ritz on Broadway. They break 1-2. Little Crybaby is hustled along in that third place position, and Lubu came away a handy fourth. Miss Melodramatic, who was reluctant to load, passes the 4 furlong peg in front of 2, which is Turbo Millie and Pam's Palace. Around the turn they go, and it's a good battle here between Ritz on Broadway, who rides the inside along with Chublin, and right there in the thick of it too is Little Crybaby. Lubu is looping up on the far outside, and these three face off as the others are distanced as they round the turn. It's Chublin with the inside speed, Lubu's deep on the track, and Little Crybaby's in for the fight as they turn for home. And Lubu now kicks away from the opposition. Chublin has no more to give. Little Crybaby tries to hold on to second, and Ritz on Broadway deep on the track. But inside the concluding stages here, it's Lubu. And Lubu has scored the winning run. Lubu has won in front of Chublin, Little Crybaby, and Ritz on Broadway. Away and running. Good speed on the rail today from Mineola Mike. There's Golden Wildcat in first to last, and the speed is keen early on. Euler also put some fuel to the fire, and Caranos came away in fifth. Rush into the circle is a little wide, and Silver R was the one who was reluctant to load. Around the first turn they go. First to last has the lead, and it's unopposed. Shows the way 3/4 of length. Golden Wildcat right there, sensing a slower pace, tries to get closer, and Euler's on hold, and now in that second place position. Rush into the circle, and that yellow cap is wide on the track, and Caranos is right there in the thick of it too. Mineola Mike broke on top, soon outpaced, and Silver R is at the back of affairs with 5 furlongs to go. So first to last sees daylight in front of his face, but now the plot starts to thicken as Euler's right there on hold in that second place position. Caranos is the meat in that sandwich, while Rush into the circle is wide, leaving the half. Golden Wildcat scrapes paint. Mineola Mike still in front of one, and Silver R's been relegated to the tail, and now Euler presses the button, and Euler leads, but is bracketed by every side. First to last tries to kick on past, and Caranos is breathing down their necks. Mineola Mike is closing with interest, and the rail belongs to Golden Wildcat. Second last rush into the circle, and Silver R still rips him in inside the quarter pole. Euler's on top, but goes very wide. Caranos was affected by that, and Mineola Mike rolls past them all at the top of the stretch, and Mineola Mike confronts Caranos and Euler inside the final furlong. Mineola Mike starting to inch away at 5-1, but Euler counters their attacks, and Caranos is battling on bravely, but Euler flat out refused to lose to beat Caranos, Mineola Mike, and Golden Wildcat. Away and running. Almost falling at the start was Lee Alejandro. Randazzo was slow to go. The Dingo ate your baby is the first one out, and Subscribe is keeping that one honest. And those two corner as the Dingo ate your baby bears out around the first turn, but Carroll has this one on hold and leads a length and a half. Subscribe came away in that second place position, and that's is under a nice tight rein in that third place position. Randazzo was slow to go, and up the inside is Dreamery. Second last is Play Hard, and Lee Alejandro and Skylar Saplitney was able to stay on their feet, and they're last of all. Down to the 5 they go in a paceless affair, and the Dingo ate your baby shows the way by only one dwindling length. Randazzo with the money on is right there lurking close by. The favorites are 1-2. Subscribe is off the fence in that third place position, while Dreamery comes under a ride in that fourth place spot. That's under a loose frame, but only 4 lengths off the speed. Second last is Play Hard, and Nothing Today from Lee Alejandro. The second turn looms, and the Dingo ate your baby still shows the way. Under the whip encouragement is Randazzo, who's trying to get on track in second. Subscribe is right now a distant third, and Dreamery has dropped away a non-threatening fourth, a quarter to go, and these two principals left to settle the score. Randazzo off the fence, the Dingo ate your baby battling on. They're homeward bound now, and Randazzo tries to poke a nose in front. The Dingo ate your baby is still in for the fight inside the final furlong, where Randazzo slowly inches away over the Dingo ate your baby. Late on the scene for the trifectas, Play Hard, but it's Randazzo's win over the Dingo ate your baby. Then came Play Hard and Subscribe. Locked up. Away and running. Slow to go is 40 Bug. Good speed today from Lena has spec shoes. Driving speed from Unbridled Sass. Deep on the track is Lunita, and Honeycamp's in a good spot in that fourth place position. Bear Grease is sent hard in the opening furlong in front of Ellie Victorina. Second last is 40 Bug, and last of all the long shot Expect a Circus. They go down to the 4.5. Lunita shows the way, and the lead's only a length, but Unbridled Sass is right there chasing the speed in second, and only a length and a half down from the both of them. Here comes Lena has spec shoes to grab that second position away as Unbridled Sass drops anchor in third. Up the fence, Ellie Victorina lands fourth, and Honeycamp starts a steady advance, but they go around the final turn, and Lunita shows the way. The lead's 2 cozy lengths. Lena has spec shoes is on the prowl in second, and Ellie Victorina is warming up sweetly. They turn for home. Lunita holding on to a 1-length lead. Lena has spec shoes is closing, and so is Ellie Victorina. One more furlong to go. Lunita is trying to hold him at bay. Lena has has spec shoes trying to surge on past. Lena has spec shoes. Lunita. Lena has spec shoes has won it over Lunita, Unbridled Sass, and Ellie Victorina. Away and running, a tardy start for Grunion. There's the speed of Dizzy Kitty today. Kings Are Wild is also injecting pace, and In Trust also adds fuel to the early fire. First squad's near the back of the pack along with Grunion, and Darpino BC is last of all. Around the first turn they go. Dizzy Kitty's at the head of this affair. The lead's only half a length. In Trust, the long shot is right there. That token pace pressure in second, and Kings Are Wild chases the speed to join third. First squad to take that position away as they pass the 6 furlong peg. Darpino BC is 3 wide, leaving the first turn behind, and Grunion was the one who was slow to go. Down the back of the track they race, and Dizzy Kitty leads the other 5 past the 5. Shows the way by 3/4 of a length. In Trust is right there chasing the speed in second, and Kings Are Wild has no excuses from that third place spot. First squad has enjoyed a lovely trip while ground saving joint third, and now Grunion starting to pick them off one by one, and Darpino is last of all. It's a compact field passing the 3.5, and it's Dizzy Kitty still on top of the field and comes under a loose rein. In Trust is running a mighty big race today. Grunion is also right there in the thick of it too, and Kings Are Wild stays at the rail. Here's the quarter pole. Dizzy Kitty continues to fight off In Trust at the top of the stretch. Dizzy Kitty has another 3/16 of a mile to hold on. Kirsten Swan is ready to play that hand with In Trust, and In Trust hits the lead. In Trust is 40-1 and is kicked away to a 2-length lead. Kings Are Wild is ready to take on In Trust. 1/16 to go. In Trust is still leading. Lights up the board. In Trust scores at 40-1 to beat Kings Are Wild, Grunion, and Dizzy Kitty. Away and running. Good speed from the inside from Loose Goose today, but that was short lived as Sagrada Ray takes the initiative in this marathon affair. People Force is right there early, and the pace is quick for the level. Loose Goose smartly backs off the speed as that one looks for three in a row, and Swing Low is content to trail last of all as they round the first of three left turns in the seventh of the day. So Sagrada Ray gets to set the pace, but gets hounded immediately by People Force, who's trying to not land a third place check again and goes a little wide as they enter the stretch the first time round. So Sagrada Ray leads them at 7-1. Longest shot on the board shows the way by a length and a quarter. People Force is right there on the gallop in second with the head on the chest. Loose Goose is all by himself in third, only 4 lengths down off of a quick opening quarter that was timed in 25 seconds flat. And Swing Low is last of all. 1 lap to go, and People Force now takes the fight to Sagrada Ray, and there's no breathers up top. 7 furlongs to go. People Force now takes the lead and kicks for the finish line already and shows the way at the 6.5 furlong point with an expanding 4 length lead. Sagrada Ray needs to re-rally from that second place position. Loose Goose is still on hold but under a loose rein in third, and Swing Low still brings up the rear. 5.5 furlongs to go. The half mile was timed in 49-2, 3/4 1:14-1, and People Force says come and catch me at the 5 furlong pole and shows the way by 7. But Loose Goose for trainer Jamie Ness is on the prowl and on the hold, and Sagrada Ray stays at that fence, and Swing Low gets a few reminders and not responding. They have 4 furlongs to go. People Force trying to sustain this long bid, but that lead is melting away like a snow cone in Phoenix, and Loose Goose is poised to take on that rival now. The pace quickens, and People Force coming back to the face of the field, and the only face in the rear view mirrors Loose Goose, who's 2 lengths down. Sagrada Ray's a non-threatening third. Swing Low never near. The quarter pole approaches. People Force huffing and puffing now with a 3/4 of a length lead. Loose Goose is fully stretched, and these two to settle the score. Homeward bound now, and Loose Goose is now confronting a stubborn foe in People Force. Off the turn, 3/16 to go. Loose Goose trying hard to press past People Force, who's not going down without a fight. People Force still leading at even money. Loose Goose trying to land 3 in a row will not do it today. People Force has won it over Loose Goose, Swing Low, and Sagrada Ray. Is set. Away and running. Good speed today from SK's Heart and Amelia's Legacy, and Amelia's Legacy exits the chute on top of the field. SK's Heart come away in second, and Peace Pack rides that rail in a closely third place position. Hometown Fave came away in fourth in front of Lady Amanda, and Don't Annoy Me now grabs that fifth place position. They race down to the four, and Amelia's Legacy at 18-1 leads the charge, and the pace is soft, shows the way a length and a half. SK's Heart is right there with no excuses today. Peace Pack has the run of the race. Deep on the track is Hometown Fave. Don't Annoy Me's trying to get on track, and Lady Amanda's picked off a couple of rivals and might land fourth at the 5/16 pole. And now SK's Heart is ready to go. SK's Heart now strikes the top. Amelia's Legacy will try to counter in second, and Peace Pack is in third as they turn to the top of the stretch. SK's Heart with a nose in front of Amelia's Legacy, who fights on bravely at the top of the stretch. SK's Heart, Amelia's Legacy, these two to settle the score. Peace Pact is right there in the thick of it too. At the 16th pole, Amelia's Legacy is 18-1. Amelia's Legacy bombs away. Place photo between SK's Heart and Peace Pack. Don't Annoy Me was fourth.